Child of the Dark, the diary of Carolina Maria de Jesus, is about a Brazilian woman who would do anything just to make ends meet for her children. Carolina spent her days gathering paper to make money to buy her kids food. But the way she ended up providing for her family was her love of writing when her diary was published and her family left the favela where they had lived for many years. This book brought to my attention the poor conditions that this woman suffered, but it also brought to my attention that we also have American versions of the favela right here in my hometown of Tulsa, Oklahoma. On a daily basis, I see homeless standing on the side of the road asking for food or money, but it never dawned on me how many people there were until I started doing my research for this project. Mary Kimball spent several years living on the streets of Tulsa. She lived under bridges and begged for money to buy alcohol. I spoke with her about the experience as a homeless person and about her struggles to get her life back together.
I get up, I go to the Iron Gate ministry and eat breakfast because I serve breakfast every day, and just run into people who had money and just, if not nothing else, just wait for someone to come by and give me some, you know.
Kimball would stand outside the post office doors daily, just waiting for someone to come by and give her money. But she never used the money to buy food because that was available to her at the downtown missions. She used it solely for drugs and alcohol.
Just drinking every day and just trying to stay out of trouble and find warm places to be and things like that. Usually I'd go spend the day in the library and just run around and try to get a place to sleep for the night.
Carolina spent her days picking up paper to have enough money to make ends meet. Are there people here in Tulsa who make a living out of recycling?
Yep, there's a lot of people who go canning and junking and things like that. It's pretty good money if you do it, if you put your mind to it, like you're really going to do it, not just, well, let's get this many cans right now so I can get this, and then after we're done with this, we'll just go back and get some more. But they make a job out of it, full-time job. Some people do.
Kimball managed to keep in touch with her children via email, even when she was living off the streets. And they never knew what was going on with their mother, who was living halfway across the country. But now she can tell them the truth, because she has turned her life around and gives her thanks to the John 3:16 mission.
I come here most of the days. I'm going to hang out with the women here and fellowship and do the Bible studies, and then I go home and make dinner and just do normal stuff people do every day.
But before the mission, she would sleep underneath bridges such as this one, or in front of the John 3:16 mission, just waiting for something to come along to give her a reason to change and get her life back on track. Then I thought about Child of the Dark again, and I asked her if the government tries to get involved here in Tulsa like they did in Brazil. Do the homeless people here in Tulsa care about what the government says?
Yeah, they said they're going to make a huge apartment building for the homeless people, and you know, it's not going as it's expected it was supposed to, and because the neighbors around it don't want no homeless people. But then if they once they build that place, they want to be homeless anymore. You know, so it's just it's a bad stigma to be homeless.